Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. So my name is Reza Rizasam, you can call me Red. So during the last sessions for our STA 108 project, we are studying the relationship between how often students play games and compared to their academic performance. In this introduction, I will explain the two main objectives for our study. So for number one, our first objective is to determine the frequency of playing games amongst the respondents. So based on this objective, we want to understand how often the students spends their time gaming, whether it's rarely, sometimes or regularly. So this data will be showing how many times, so like 1 times now or 3 times. So another objective is to examine whether this gaming frequency has any connection with their academic performance or not. So with this study, we are able to help us to see if playing games more often affects your result in a positive or negative way. So let's see one by one. So through this objective, we hope to get a clearer picture of how gaming's habits might influence students' academic achievements. So alright, thank you. That's all for me.
So hello everyone, my name is Umay. So today I will explain the third objective of our STA presentation. So the third objective is to determine how variations in gaming frequency among UiTM Jengkel students may contribute to differences in their academic performance. So objective 3 focus on understanding how different gaming frequencies among UiTM Jengkel students may influence their academic performance. In other words, we aim to examine whether students who play games frequently, moderately, or rarely show any noticeable differences in their grades. This helps us identify if gaming habits are linked to academic outcomes, either positively, negatively, or not at all. And I will explain the last objective, which sounds to identify the academic performance levels of AS120 students in UiTM Jengkel based on their varying frequencies of playing games. So for objective 4, we aim to identify the academic performance levels of AS120 students based on how often they play games. We will categorize students according to their gaming frequency and compare their academic results. From this, we can determine which group performs better academically and whether gaming habits play a role in that performance.
So my name is Muhammad Faris Lakudemi Rahmat. I will explain the summary of our data that we collect response from 50 students that we are focusing on two main variables, which is the number of games played per week and their CGPAs. So this descriptive statistic help us to understand the overall trend in dataset. So in our data that we have collected, which is 10 respondents, they choose to play 7 times per week, and 3 respondents will play 6 times per week. 12 respondents will play 4 times per week. 3 respondents play 3 times per week, and the highest, which is 16 respondents, played 2 times per week, and 3 respondents that never play a single game. So the descriptive the statistic that we collect, which is the mean average the game per week, which is 3.8 times, and the median is 4 times, and mode 2 times, and the minimum of play it, which is 0 times, and the maximum, which is 7 times. So that we collect the standard deviation, which is 2.16, the skewness, which is 0.27, which is the slightly right skew. So kurtosis, which is negative 1.03, that flatter distribution. So on the average respondent, they play around 3 to 4 times per week. The distribution is slightly right skew, that meaning a small number of students play more games than the rest, but not extremely high. So the range is 7, that showing the large variation that some students don't play at all while other playing daily. So, to linking to the academic performance, we relationship use this as used to firstly that moderate the gaming in the norm, which is most respondent play a moderate amount of games that they play around four times a week, which is they suggest that gaming is a common activity but not excessive. So secondly, we have low skewness, which is indicate no extreme gamer, which is since the skewness is only 0.269, they are no heavy outlier who game excessively. This suggests that gaming may not significantly disturb the overall study routine the most of students. So the next is possible impact on academic performance, which is students who play 0 to 2 games per week that represent the low gaming group, which is this group is usually associated with higher focus time. Then this student who play 4 games, which is 4 times a week, that present the median, which is the majority and may balance gaming with study. And then student who play 7 times per week, they may face slight risk of distraction, but since they are few, their overall correlation with academic performance may be weak or moderate only. So expect trend which is based on the data, gaming behavior among respondents is relatively moderate, and because there are no extremely outlier, their effect on academic performance is likely small. Students generally manage their gaming time well while maintaining their studies. So in conclusion, respondents play an average of 3.8 games per week, which reflect moderate gaming habits. The distribution show no extreme gamers, suggesting that gaming is not heavily disrupting their academic routines. Therefore, the relationship between the gaming and academic performance in this group is expected to be minimal, with most students capable of balancing both activities.
Next, I will explain the summary of CGPA data from our 15 respondents. Based on the analysis, the average CGPA is 3.30. This is show that overall the student in our sample perform at fairly good academic level. The median CGPA is 3.44, meaning the half of the student score above 3.44 while the other half score below it. Meanwhile, the mode is 3.64, which indicate that this is the most frequently occurring CGPA among the respondents. From this value, we can see that most students fall within the CGPA range of about 3.2 to 3.6. This suggests that majority of the respondents have consistent and stable academic performance, even though they have different level of academic gaming frequency.